Table fans, it's a Monday morning and I am here with Master Painter Eric.
What's up, guys?
Boom! So now before we take a look at the candy that he's brought in, oh yes, tell us about your trip to Vegas. Vegas. I'm going to do that the whole time you talk. Vegas.
Before about me coming back from Vegas, but yeah, I went to meet up with my brother-in-law down there. Had a great time. Got to stay right on the strip in a big swanky hotel, and I only lost $100. So win-win-win. I won everything but money, I guess.
Listen, those casino owners work hard.
That's right.
And they deserve that money that you brought.
That's right. That's right.
All right,
sure
good.
Do. Yep. So I learned how to not win at craps. That's basically how my weekend went.
That's great.
Yep.
All right, let's take a look at this bad boy right here. Boom. So hold on, let me just put a figure next to it so you can see kind of.
He's a big boy.
This is the Warhound of the Tau. And this is some really good looking work, Eric. Why don't you talk to us a little bit about your process and the colors you use and how you
the client actually it was being painted to match, I think, his already existing army. So he had some pretty detailed instructions about specific colors and color scheme he wanted. So I was able to kind of just follow that and yeah, did a lot of kind of airbrush work to get the base colors down.
Right.
And then kind of line highlighted up to the lighter colors, and yeah, he was really fun to paint. A little bit awkward. I'm not used to painting models that are that big, so that took some getting used to.
Right, to actually maneuver them around.
Yeah. So I ended up actually painting him in a couple sections. He's magnetized, so that was a big help.
Now, I did a before shot of this, and this was all green stuffed on. We had to make a custom base.
Yep, the base was a custom base that was made.
I have to say, this looks really good painted. I thought it was going to look terrible. Like, I didn't know what was going to happen with that base.
No, yeah, but, I think they're, yeah,
it turned out nice.
I believe he had a line of bases that already, but they just didn't make a base big enough, so we had to sculpt one.
Right. Yeah, there's a lot of independent companies that make specialty bases.
Yep.
Now, BTP, we're very good at magnetization, and I order magnets by the thousands. And so just a little tip is whenever you're putting magnets on, or putting a magnetized piece back on, roll it on and off. Don't just clack it, straight up and down, because that'll weaken the magnets. Yeah. And also, so you want to be very gentle with that.
The glue holding the magnets there too
can actually potentially pull off.
Yep.
Like there's a maximum that you can do in terms of making it stick on. And we certainly do that. The arms are magnetized too, so I'm going to roll these off, and then let's get those back on. See if they'll fit. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so how many airbrush layers are on this before you start in with the hand brush work?
Okay, yeah, well, after I primed it, I started out with a brown, actually, because I find that red goes on a lot smoother and cleaner over a brown. I think it's raw umber. Yeah, maybe.
Right. A rust color is a really good
Yeah, I think
start.
It was raw umber, and then next was, I think, corn red. And then corn red mixed with some mephiston red, and then mephiston red, and then for the final airbrush, and then the rest was I did some line highlighting with mephiston red, and I forget the brightest orange color, but
Right. So you use GW paints?
Yeah, I did actually use GW paints.
Did the client mention those specifically?
The client he had basically the entire color scheme already mapped out for me with his technique.
Wow.
So I figured I might
I like how there's like a little engine glow down here. That's kind of cool.
I figured I may as well just follow that. That'll match his army a lot better than trying to hopefully get it right. So.
Yeah, absolutely. I got to tell you, well, first off, Eric, this is beautiful. And secondly, yeah, red, I've talked a lot in the past about how to highlight up red. And you've got both. You've got it highlighted up, but you also have like these deep areas that are almost like this brownish color. And I think that's how to make red look good and to make it pop, is that you can, but you don't have to go up to orange or yellow. You just go up to a true red, but the true red has to be contrasted against like a very deep layer, you know. And I also like that you've got a little bit of green in here.
Yep.
And the mind is kind of picking that out subtly, and I think that actually a contrasting color will actually make the prime color, the main color, actually stick out a little bit more.
Oh, totally. Yeah. I mean, I was pretty much just following the client's color scheme. His army looks pretty cool. So hopefully this will work with his, and it'll fit right in.
Well, I got to tell you, this is fantastic. These little guys move back and forth down here. Well, yeah, here we go. Yes, they do. And all right, well, thanks a lot, Eric, for this amazing piece. And if you would like to get some of your stuff done, some Titans, BTP has always been really strong on the Titans. I bet if I had a project big enough, well, and Eric, of course, is awesome, obviously, but I have fantasized about getting Joseph off the bench. And so if you need some Titans or something big done, this is the place to go. And thank you very much, Eric. Thank you.
No problem.
I'm also, yes, sorry, go ahead. Last words.
I was going to say it was fun. It was my first Titan I've ever painted, so a little bit of new territory, but really enjoyable project.
You did a great job. And guess what? The rest of this army's coming too.
Yep.
So, and in fact, I have that for you right now. In fact, you know what? Let's go take a look at it right now. So this client called up, he set up that project first because it was kind of, you know, that was available. The rest of this was pre-order. Oh, come on now. There it is right there. Oh, no, that's not it. Hold on. Hold on. All right, you know what? We're going to go off camera and actually find this thing. Is that it there? Yes, there it is. Okay, let's take a look. Pull that right on out there. This is good. While he's doing that and getting the bin on something, I did want to plug the new way that BTP is conducting project completion for large projects. Now, this is in addition to our normal way. I have my normal crew working on, you know, sort of the, you know, you schedule your, not schedule, but you set up your project and we just get it through with one of our awesome artists. But I'm doing larger projects by appointments, and I have currently 10 slots open in January, and I'm opening up some slots in February too. You're going to get dates here pretty soon. So you set it up, your project is done during that week by a team of painters, and we've already shown that we can certainly do this. I mean, if anything more than the 7,000 other projects was needed. And so I've got a really good team, and we're really excited to set up new things. So let's take a look at this.
Yeah, we got two storm shore surges, yeah.
Yeah.
A couple ghost keels and some stealth suits.
And I think this is actual, well, no, that might not be actual size. Hey, let's open this up. And, you know, there's a zillion other channels doing these unboxings. So we're usually like late. Come here for the good looks and personality, folks.
Oh dear. There's the girls.
Okay, awesome. Now, you may hear things dropping on the ground. Don't worry about that. So anyway, there you go. Wow, that is a handsome fig, man. So detailed, so dense. Oh, there's the main body. And the legs. Okay, so this is notably bigger than a battle suit.
Definitely.
This is like a little riptide. And I love this whole, you know, anime helmet thing there. Eric's not going to back me up on that. he's just going to let that go. So, because, you know, the stealth suits kind of had this whole aesthetic going on, and none of the other battle suits really had that. You know, mostly, you know, the regular battle suits have kind of this little head on top, and I think they've sort of ameliorated that, like they've made it like not so obvious, you know, by housing it here, which I think is a nice touch. Okay, any comments?
I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be fun. This is the first time I've ever painted Tau too, so I'm looking forward to it. It's always great to be able to sink your teeth into a new army. So.
All right, fantastic. Thanks a lot, Eric, and thanks to you guys for tuning in. Again, it's projects@bluetablepainting.com.